was Lando described to you initially when you first were presented with this character of Lando Calrissian?
We're talking about 30-something years ago.
Yeah, was it? I know, I'm sorry. But
I don't know, I was just really excited about doing it.
Your initial reaction was, yes, I want to do this,
course,
though?
Yeah,
okay.
And I had ideas about him. I thought he had a lot of interesting characteristics and idiosyncrasies. And I think the cape was the key.
The cape is always...
The cape was the key.
Always the key. Always the key. Yeah, look at it. Yeah. And that's a heavy cape.
But there's some, well, it didn't feel heavy to me. It was really wonderful for me.
Barren is smooth, baby. Come on.
The whole idea of, playing a character that has a kind of something dubious about him is always makes it much more interesting.
Yeah.
And even the charm and a bit of style is always a very good thing.
Absolutely. And you were able, obviously,
And vulnerability. Vulnerability is very important.
He was vulnerable. And I think people kind of forget that they tend to jump to these other things. But, did you feel that with Kirsch you were able to really kind of go, I'm going to put my own spin on this character and give it more?
Absolutely. Kirshner was very good with actors.
Yes. Irvin Kershner, who, of course, directed Empire Strikes Back, really fantastic.
He was really an extraordinary man.
Yeah, yeah. And then, but you do have somebody, Harrison, who we just saw there, Carrie and Mark. And Carrie and Mark have been on this stage here. We've had some fun with them over the last few days. And have you had a chance to catch up and see anybody here?
No, I saw Mark yesterday.
Did you? Okay, great. Yeah, he was speaking very highly. Now, Carrie was telling us stories about you during the scenes. She was...
What?
She was, I don't know, that they're giggling. They must have been at the panel. She was spreading rumors about, no, she was saying that you would, when you would go to kiss her hand, you would say various things to her and give her a bad time, try to make her crack up and such. Were you a bit of the prankster on set?
Not really, no.
No? No, come on.
But she was adorable.
Yeah. She is still, she's a firecracker.
She's a great girl. She was a very bright person.
Yes, indeed. Now, but you had these fantastic, very unforgettable scenes, pivotal scenes in Empire Strikes Back. Do you have a favorite one where you kind of look back and go, yeah, that was really good, or do you not look at the work much, your own work? How do you work as an actor?
I normally don't look at anything that I do.
Is that right?
But one of my favorite scenes was going up against Darth Vader.
Yeah.
For 3 seconds, then I realized what I was doing. But I always found that pretty amusing.
It was, and it was a powerful scene. Do you get tired of the whole Lando betrayed Han thing?
No, not really. I find it really fun and amusing, especially when you have a 10-year-old kid threatening your life. I had one kid who really got upset with me, and I said, my God, if this little boy had a gun in his hand, I would have been dead.
Man, well, I do this show we call A Certain Point of View. It's a debate show on Star Wars topics, and this was one of our first topics. And actually, most people said, no, he did not betray Han. He did what he could do within that circumstance. And somebody brought up a very good point. They said if the story had been about Lando up until that point, we would have been kind of going, well, who are these other characters? So do you feel as though he was just doing what he could?
Well, there's that one, there's a line in there. What is it? When I say to Darth Vader, this wasn't a condition that...
yeah. I bet you somebody can quote it. What was the line? It was never part of the plan? It was never part of the deal? What's that? Yes.
And that's never a condition. Really says it.
You said it.
Yeah.
You were surprised. Yeah.
I had to figure out something because you're up against a guy like, or an entity like
Darth Vader and the Emperor, and you've got a whole city to protect. Let's get off Lando's back, right?
Listen, I had a Las Vegas situation, and it was gone.
You did. You did, man.
I lost everything, and I ended up wearing a Han Solo's clothing. I mean, what kind of deal is that? You don't by any chance have Rebels, do you?
Rebels? Look at that. Look what was right next on my
okay.
on my cards right here. There was see, I was building. I'm
building.
Sorry.
Whoops.
No, not you. You can do whatever you want. Please, come on. Don't you ever apologize to me, sir. You can do whatever you want. Yes, tell us about what you've been working on lately.
Rebels.
Rebels.
That's fun.
Yeah. So what did you think of the art when you first saw
I thought it was really great.
Yeah.
I think it was really good.
Really neat.
I love this kind of animation.
Yeah, and he looks great. Now, but it's exciting to have a character like Lando on the show because it adds some of that, like, okay, we know where we're going now with this, but what did you think when you saw the script and all? Were you feeling like, okay, this is a good place, this makes sense for Lando?
No, it's good writing. Wonderful writing. Well, I'm looking forward to doing more of that stuff.
Absolutely.
Really love it.
Were you in with the rest of the cast when you did your scenes, or did you do them
No,
on
I
your...
did mine separate. I think most of us, probably.
Yeah. You know why? Because the ladies just start fainting if you're in there with them.
Well.
Billy D. And some of the guys, too.
You're a sweetheart.
Oh, but also the Yoda Chronicles have been fun for you, right? The Yoda Chronicles, and just some great stuff there. So we thank you for always coming in and being our Lando.
But there's also a comic book.
A comic book, yes. So has anybody heard about this? The Lando comic? Marvel is putting this out. It's just really been announced.
Yeah,
right?
I just found out about it.
So, you know, we don't have an image of it right now, but we're excited about this. It's going to be a standalone comic with Lando. Has it been released yet? Does anybody know? No. See? Look at that. They better send you the first copy, right?
Right.
The first one goes to you.
2 hours
Really?
to do that hairstyle. I'd come in at 5 in the morning before anyone.
Oh, man.
And they would take I would fall asleep in the